Good morning. How are you? This is Earleena Fatosa of Earleena.com. And I create websites and manage them as well as give out business strategy to small business owners like yourself. And so today we're going to be talking about some of my business strategies. And one of the things that I want to converse with you about this morning is knowing your worth in business and how knowing your worth is going to be able to help you to make to have better prices in order to close deals or make those sales. It's going to change your marketing strategies and efforts. And not just that, it's going to help you get put procrastination behind you and so many other things. So if you need help with knowing your worth in business so that you can make prices that make sense, for the overall profit, profit margin for your business. If you want to stop procrastinating, if you want to close the deal, make the sale, let me tell you something. Knowing your worth is going to help you. And so let's get it started. Let's get it started. So good morning. Let me know where you're watching from, and I'm going to just jump right into it. And so knowing your worth, knowing your value in business is it's a big thing. And why is it a big thing? It's a big thing because your prices are going to be based off of your self-worth, how you value yourself and how you value your business, what you think about and it's not just self-value. Do you value your products and your services? Are you charging the prices that you should be charging in your business? And this is the thing. When you don't know your worth, when you don't know your value, you're going to underestimate, you're going to undervalue your products, your services, your gifts, and what impact that they can make in businesses and what impact they can make in the world. And so let's go ahead and jump right in and talk about that. I just wanted to share this out a bit, and then we're going to get right to it. So let's get it started. So firstly, knowing your worth. Okay, so how do I make a decision first to know my worth? You have to know who you are, especially as believers. The Bible says that in Genesis 1:26 that you were created in the image and likeness of God, okay? So there's value right there. And so you're like God, right? God created you just like him. If you are to have a son or a daughter, that son or daughter is going to be in the image of you. They're going to be a reflection of you. The same ability that your son or daughter have, more than likely they got it from you, right? And so that same ability. So knowing your worth, you can know your worth by looking through the scriptures. As a believer, you can look through the scriptures and you can see that Genesis 1:26, where you were created, good morning, in the image and likeness of God. And if you were created in the image and likeness of God, that means that he's giving you creative ability. That means he's giving you dominion. That means that he thinks highly enough of you as to, come on, I don't want a replica of me if it's not as good as me, if it's not as valuable as me, right? And so when we replicate ourselves, right, and we call them children's or babies, right, and so they're not less than us. They may be younger than us, but they're not less than us. And so when God created us, he didn't create us to be any less than him. He gave us a throne. He gave us a kingdom, right? Heaven's a kingdom, and that belongs to the Lord, but he gave us a kingdom, and he calls it the earth, right? Or we call it the earth, right? And so he gave us a kingdom. He gave us authority. He told Adam, hey, name this, name that. He gave us authority. And so if you operate in your same authority that you were given from the beginning of time in Genesis, right? If you operate in that same authority within your business, guess what? You're going to be able to price yourself right? And I think this is a season, this is a time where, and I've had it in my own life and experienced it in my own life where, you're thinking about, you're measuring your self-worth or your self-value in comparison to other people. You're looking at your business and you're looking at your products and you're like, how should I price this? And you're just thinking about, how much more, if I have to pay $5 for this, should I charge $10 for this? right? Everybody's watching me right now. Most of you are on cell phones. Most of you are on your cell phone. Most of you are on your laptops. And do you know that it costs dollars? It costs dollars for them to create your cell phone. Dollars, like dollars, right? And so it costs dollars for them to create your cell phone, yet you didn't pay dollars for it. Most of you paid hundreds and thousands of dollars for your cell phones and your laptops. And so don't tell me that just because you bought it for $5 means that you have to charge $5, you have to charge $10 for it. Because what about the time that you have to put into the product? What about the marketing that you have to put to the product? Do you not think that the Androids and the iPhones, that when they create it and they make the price, that they don't calculate the marketing, the time, the effort to actually get like the teams? I mean, come on, they have cybersecurity people on their team, developers, and I'm not talking about just one, but they have a team of those things, right? And so even though it doesn't cost that much to create it, what it does cost is time and effort and the education behind it all. And so many of you that I'm talking to, you are college degree. You have multiple college degrees. You went to high school, then you went to a trade school, or you went right into college after high school, and then now you're operating a business that you're gifted in, and now you're devaluing your products and your services, and you may be wondering why you're not able to make it in business, right? And it's because your prices are too low. And what I need you to stop doing, I told somebody a couple years ago, you want to figure out your price and go see what other people are charging. Right? And I repent. I apologize for telling you that, because that's wrong information. So this is what you want to do, because this is the thing. Don't make your prices based on what other people are charging. And you know why? Because if other people don't have the same value in that product or that service, then it's not really comparable to your product and your service. I will not compare my website design company and the business and all the effort, the education, and the knowledge that I have attained. I will not compare that business to somebody who sells their websites for $75. I will not do it. So I will never look at another business and say, oh wow, she's selling it for X amount, and then decide that I'm going to sell mine at the level that this person is selling theirs at. I will never do that, because guess what? I know the effort that I put into this. I know the value. I know the design, like I have experience. I have a background. I have credits. Courses, college courses that I paid thousands and thousands of dollars for to get this information. In high school, I was in a technology program. And so I'm not going to devalue my products and my services to match it up or to compare it to somebody who does not or cannot produce the work that I produce. And so I don't care that the chicken that you purchase is the same amount of the chicken that somebody else purchased. Did they go to the school that you went to? Did they learn from the mother or the parent that you learned from? Did they sit for hours and hours and hours in the kitchen practicing their craft and doing it again? Do they have the seasons and the flavors? And so that's why you might go to, some stores, and you might get a chicken sandwich for $1. Well, whoop-de-doo, you're not getting a chicken sandwich for $1 at Chick-fil-A. You're not getting a dollar menu at Chick-fil-A. And you're not getting a dollar menu at Chick-fil-A is because they value their sandwiches. They value their products. They value the effort and the time and the energy that they put into it. They value their marketing. Across the board, their marketing is top notch. They don't play with it. And so it's the same thing for your business. It's the same thing for my business. I'm not going to charge what other people are charging. I'm not going to charge pennies on $1 for time and effort that I spend in my business. And you should not charge pennies on $1 for time and effort and learning. You are a business owner who you consistently learn. You stay up at night and you're learning. You're reading books after books, and you're getting audios, and you've paid trainers and coaches, and you've made crazy investments over and over and over again. You've been at the altar like, pray for me. I need prayer. You calling fire down from heaven, for God to anoint your business, to anoint your hands so that you can be a blessing to other people, to customers and clients and other business owners. If you are working with other business owners, how dare you charge less than the time and effort that you put into your business? You can't do it. And so you have to know your value. You have to think about every single thing, every single sweat, every single tear that you put into your business. And so that is going to enable you to raise up your prices. That's going to enable you every single month. You're not going from this price to that price. You're not going from, I got a $15 sale. I got a $10 sale. You're not going to do any of that in your business because you value your hard work. You value your effort. And you value, again, the sweat, blood, and tears. You value those pastors, those ministers who have been speaking over your business and over your life and declaring prosperity into your life, into your 2020. How dare you, charge way less than what you are worth? And so you have to know your worth and, get that low self-esteem out of here. Not for today. No, you got to tell yourself, you got to look in the mirror and say, I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. That God created me in his image and he created me after his likeness. I'm just like God. I have that same creative ability, right? And not on a cocky level, listen, I got a covenant with God. I got a covenant with the Most High God. He says everything I put my hands to do, that thing is going to prosper. Anything I put my hands to do, if I believe that I shall receive it in faith, then I'm going to have it. And if that's the word of God, if that is the truth from the word of God, and that is the standard, if that's the standard, how dare you lower your prices? How dare you not charge according to your worth, your value, your sweat, your tears, your times at the altar, your times before the presence of God? You laying prostrate in the presence of God. You've got a master's degree. You've got a PhD. But you're like, when it comes to your prices, when it comes to asking for the sale, it's like, I don't want to ask them too much when the money is in the follow-up. The money is in the follow-up. And so if you're not going to follow up with people, it's because you have a low estimation of your self-worth and your value. And you're not charging what you can be charging because you're comparing yourself to the wrong people. They're not on your level. They're not in your class. They're not. And so you can't do that. You can't go and look at what other people are selling. Look at, again, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the prayers that you've prayed, the prayers that other people have prayed for you, the education, the time that you spent in your field, your passion, right? The fact that you are in purpose, right? Your business you are in purpose in your business. And so these are all the things that you need to think about when you are making your prices, when you are doing your marketing, when you are putting flyers out. And what does this mean? Because I know my worth, I'm not just going to get any website. I'm not just going to settle for any logo. I'm not just going to put any post out that represents me because I know my worth. If I turn in a paper, even for school, that paper better be the bomb.com. It better not have no mistakes in it because it's a representation of the value that I hold for myself. And so I have high value. When I create a website, when you create your product or your service, you put your time, your energy, and your effort into it because you know that it's a reflection of who you are. And so put that into your prices. Okay, you gotta put that into your prices. It's funny because I was reading up on Nipsey Hussle. I wasn't a fan prior to his passing. I didn't know of him prior to his passing at all. I had never listened to his music. I never even heard his name, to be honest, before the passing and it being on the news and it coming up and down my Facebook line. But I did research about him afterwards, and one thing that I learned is that he would sell his mixtapes for $1,000. And you know why? Because he had a high estimation of his products, right? And then I was told that Jay-Z, I think, came and bought like a crazy amount of them. And the fact that he had like he sold his products, his CDs out of his trunk for $1,000 for each one, right? And that's because he valued the time, the energy, and the effort that he put into his work, that he put into his craft. I read about Kobe Bryant. Now, of course, we all know about Kobe Bryant and how great he is. I'm from Philadelphia, so Always been a Kobe Bryant fan. Love Kobe Bryant. Shout out to, I just want to send my love and all that stuff to his family and just everybody who loves him as well. One thing about Kobe Bryant is that he knew his value. He was asked to be on one team, and that particular team that he was asked to be on, he was like, nah, I can't be on that team. I can't be on that team. I can't be connected to that team, because he had a vision. He knew he had self-value. And so because of his value, he was able to say, you know what, I see what they're doing. And he stayed on that team for the 20 years, right, that he was playing ball. And he chose to be there because he said, you know what, I see that it's excellent over there. I see that there's success over there. And so he chose that because he knew his value. So business owner, you have to know your value today. Know your value when it comes to your products. Know your value when you're asking for that sale. Don't be afraid to follow up. Don't be afraid to do your email marketing strategies and reach out to business owners more than once, right, in a week. Don't be afraid to do that. And you know why? You know why? Because guess what? Your products and your service is the answer. Oh, I've been looking for a pie like that for a long time. I've been looking for a logo like that for a long time. I've been looking for whatever your products and services are. There are people who have been looking for what you have to offer. And guess what? Your prices are not going to scare people off. The people who are supposed to buy your products and services, and there are enough of those people, the people who are supposed to buy your products and services, there's enough of them people, right, to be able to purchase them at the prices that you set. At the prices that you set, there's people that can buy them. And the thing is, your marketing is not targeting the people who can buy your products and your services. And so change your marketing by tying or embracing your value, embracing your worth, the worth of your products, the worth of who you are to your marketing strategies, and you're going to be able to attract those people who will buy your products and services at the prices that you set. You never let a customer set the price. Never. You never let a customer set your price. You never do it. And you know why you don't do it? Because it's your time. It's your effort. It's your education. It's your time at night, up at night reading books and doing papers because you're getting a master's degree. I'm talking about me. To run your business better, to be more successful. You are the one who's doing the training. You're doing the hard work. How dare you let a customer say, oh, well, I'll pay. What I can pay is this. Well, I guess you ain't paying it with me because that's not my price. That is not my price, and I won't accept that price. This is my price, and either you come up and reach me at my price, or I don't want to do business with you. And then guess what? Then you go on, you move on. Right? Just like that. And so business owner, I just want to encourage you today to know your value in business. And if you haven't heard, it is going to be the it factor that's going to allow you to enable you to up your prices. It is going to enable you to grow a sustainable business. If your prices are so low, your business will not be sustainable, okay, over a period of time. Many a business, they get into business and they are not beginning with the end in mind. Shout out to Stephen Covey of the 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, and love his book. Shout out to him. He has a chapter and it talks about beginning with the end in mind. What is your end? What is your aim? And it don't even have to be the end like the end of time or some Justin Timberlake type of stuff, but it can be what is your end as far as like, what does your end of the year look like as a business owner? I don't care that you're in paparazzi. I don't care that you are a speaker or whatever you are in. Good morning, Tamaka. What I want you to think about is from this month, from February, I think it's the 12th, from February the 11th or 12th, whatever today is, from now until December, how much money do you want to make in your business? How much money? How many products do you have to sell? How many public speaking engagements? How many events do you have to host, or speak at in order to make that amount? And so you need to begin with the end in mind. What is the end goal for this year? And what are you going to chuck away at, if you will, all year long to be able to reach that goal. And let me tell you something, your prices have to encompass your marketing, because marketing isn't free. You can do a lot of marketing. There are a lot of free marketing things like this live stream here. But if you want to grow in your business, you don't want to just do live stream. You don't want to just do, infographics and cold calls and all this manual stuff. You don't want to do that. You want to pay for a good email marketing platform. And most good email marketing platforms are between $30 and $100 a month. And so that's marketing. So you're already, for just email marketing, you're paying between $30 and $100 a month, because you have a standard, right? And so now, guess what? That $30 a month, that needs to go into your prices. You want a billboard. My sister said earlier, you need a billboard. Get a billboard for your web design business. Guess how much billboards cost? Guess where that price is going to go into? And this is what businesses are doing. And so when you're thinking about the price, you're thinking about, oh, I paid $10 for this flour, these eggs, this mixture to make this cake. And so now my cake is $20 because I paid $10 for it. What about the marketing? What about the marketing? What about the labor? What about the time and effort that you put into making that cake? Don't you dare just double it because it seems right. No, that's not what you do. You don't just double it because it seemed right. You spent $10 on the cake supplies and now your cakes are $20. Stop it. Stop that. That is not okay. It is not okay. You don't just double it because that's what it is. You have to put the price based on how much is it going to cost you to market and get some more cake sales. Or you going to wait next month until somebody reach out to you and say, I want another cake. And then you're going to take your $10 and spend $10 and then charge somebody $20 for that cake. No, that is not how it works. And so if anything, okay, $10, that's how much the products cost in order to make this cake, right? And then now I got some marketing that I need to do. And if I average out the marketing between the people that I'm going to sell it to, I'm going to add another $10 on that cake for the marketing for, just for this one product, because every product I'm going to add that on. So that's already at $10. And then the labor, the skills, the efforts, I'm going to add another $20 to that. And then, listen, if you're doing something fancy, you creating something and you're doing all this extra creative stuff, if you went to school for that, I'm going to add a fee because I went to school for that. And I got those doggone student loans that somebody got to pay them joints off. And this business is going to do it. This business is going to do it. Do you not think that Android and Apple are doing the same thing? And iPhone are doing the same thing? Come on, they paid dollars for your cell phone, but you pay hundreds of dollars for it. So don't look at me with a funny eye. Don't look at me like, oh, you a criminal, you a crook. Nah, but you got that phone that you paid $100 for. You at least paid between $100 and $1,000 for your cell phone, but they only paid dollars to create your cell phone, but you purchased it. So don't look at me with the side eye like, why do you want me to put my prices up $50 over what I paid for it? Why not? Why not? Is it because there's a fear that you won't have people that will purchase the products and services at the price that you're asking? That's a self-worth problem. And that's what we're talking about. The people who you are meant to attract will be attracted to your prices. Trust me. Because guess what? They're going to see the value. They're going to see the effort in it. And you know why? Because your marketing is going to show them the value and the effort. Your marketing is going to show them the difference between your services, between your products. Okay? Listen, I got to get going. I got some stuff to do today. But listen, I hope you all have an amazing day. Use these business strategies that I converse with you about. If you like, Earleena, I need help with some strategies like that, go to my website. I do have if you go to my work with me page, I do offer business strategy sessions. as well as websites, right? That's why I'm a website designer, strategist, and marketing pro. So now I don't just market websites, I help businesses with their marketing, with their business strategies as well. So yeah, have a great day. And I'm gonna put my website in the comment box. Do me a favor, if you're watching and you didn't share this out, go ahead and share this out if it was good and helpful information to you. And have a wonderful day on purpose. Have a wonderful day on purpose, okay? Bye.